thank you very much for introducing me, even if I didn't understand any word of what you said, but I hope it was good. So I'm glad to be here and to talk with you about what data could do for you. Can you see my screen? Okay, perfect. Yes, my name is Marc. I'm forget about my last name. Not important. I'm a result-oriented marketing expert focusing on data-driven marketing technologies or advertising technologies and approaches. Today, I would like to talk with you about our biggest challenges, getting the right people to the right time to your website. I don't understand. Okay, perfect. So the question we are always dealing with is who are the right people and what is the right time or the right content you need to offer to your users. Yes. Normally, this answer is not really easy to answer because you have no idea who is in market, who is convinced about your brand, who would like to buy stuff from you. So, but if you take some data into consideration, it makes the answer quite easy. Let's do an example. Yesterday, you were sitting on your couch at home and watching television, and once suddenly your television broke down. So you have a clear need. You need a new television because on Saturday your football match is taking part and you have to have a new appliance till then. And you already invited friends, so it's a big deal. So now I guess you are not an expert on televisions, as I'm not. So there's the first way you normally go is to a search engine. I would go to Google and ask Google, hey Google, what television should I buy? What is the hot shit? What is the newest technology? What do I need? And Google, of course, has an answer for you, and maybe not just one, thousands of answers. And Google sends you to many different content sites where you find relevant content about LED, LCD, UHD, 4K, whatever. There are so many buzzwords around televisions you can't imagine. So, of course, you go to one of these sites and learn a lot about televisions and about the different technologies. And of course, you are tracked on this site. So yeah, you get much information, much details about what the newest technology is about. After reading these websites, getting into yourself, thinking about what you need, you decide for a certain technology, and then you go back to Google and search for a certain product because you decided for technology, and then you need to know which is the best model. Which is the best model and where do I get the best price for this? So you see in the beginning of this search, you are gathering quite broad information. And as more as you go down the funnel, as more information you get, as more as you learn, as more detailed your request is in terms of information you need, in terms, So your search terms are changing during this process. They are not just searches in searching for a new television. There are also content websites. There are many different touch points in this process of buying a certain product. Visited websites, certain searches, changing search terms, and just to mention some. All of these touch points and all of these different stages and micro moments which influences you we call digital body language. And this body language is not just unique to you. Almost everybody who is searching for a certain product is running the same process. So individuals can easily be defined or predicted by some aspects like search terms, like visited website categories, purchase behavior in the past, zip code, which means are you living in a rich area or in a poorer area, the recency, when did you do the searches, what is the time between the last search and now, referrer URLs, income, and many other informations are relevant to define you as a person, or to define you as a group of people which is currently in market for a certain product, in our case for a television, defining a person who is going to buy in the next couple of days or weeks. So, as I mentioned before, during this sales process or buying process, your behavior is changing, and also the kind of information you need is changing. In the beginning, it's very broad, it's very general, and as more close you get to the conversion, as more detailed it gets, and it's more focusing a price on details and stuff like that. So every step in this sales funnel has his own need in terms of content, in terms of information, and you as an advertiser needs to serve the right content in order to catch the people and make them buy. This is this is a example of a customer journey which you can find by Google, which shows you the different steps in a general search funnel. Google is analyzing all their data and gets to some of these conclusions. You can get this based on a certain branch or a certain product, and it's really worth to discover that. So here in this example, we start with a click on a display ad. Then the user is getting more information and more emotional information via the social accounts, via Instagram and Facebook. Then he does a paid search looking for Samsung UHD, clicking on a paid search result. After this, he's doing an organic search. He has different touch points by referrals, by email, by brand paid search, and so on. And after some time, he's going to buy. So have a look on Google and learn about how your regular customer journey looks like. It's really worth to have a look on it. Good. So what we need, or what you need to really use this different kind of data, and even to realize where you find these changes in search terms, in visited content websites, you need a set of technology. And the core product of this is a so-called data management platform. You find it in the middle here. A data management platform collects data from many different sources, from your own website, from user behavior. It enables you to buy data from different sources. And of course, it allows you to manage these data and to use it for several online or display advertising campaigns. In our case, we have a setup of an ad serving technology, which just brings your creatives on the right position of an ad site. We have a DMP, which allows to collect and manage data and to use it to deliver the right ad to the right people. And we are using a so-called DSP, a demand-side platform, in order to get the right people to the right time. This is our set of technology, and this is the set of technology you normally need in order to get the most out of your data in terms of display advertising. So, as mentioned earlier several times, there are different stages in the funnel. There's an upper funnel, lower funnel. There's a loyalty phase after the conversion is done. And in each part of the funnel, you have own strategies to use to target the right people. In the beginning, you prospect people. You're targeting on prospects. That means you exclude all existing users. Everybody who was on your website here, who had been visiting you, is not relevant for you. So you're just targeting on people which were never in contact with you. And you use different approaches. For example, you use lookalike modeling. So you search for statistical twins of your current customers, or you use an audience targeting because you have a clear view of your audience because you have a very good customer relationship management tool, which allows you to segment your own data within it. And so you have a clear view about your buying personas. And then you can target on these buying personas very clearly. When you get closer to the purchase, of course, after you attracted people, you are going to retarget them to make them buy. So what can we do for you as a publisher for CJ and for VIVnetworks? As Annemie maybe mentioned, we are working very close with Commission Junction and with VIVnetworks. We are an affiliate and work with many different companies in order to drive their revenues. What can we do for you? So what I mentioned is the audience targeting. So you have a clear view about who is your client in terms of age, gender, income, interest, recency, how often he's going to buy. All this information is relevant to define exactly a buying persona. And if you know them quite clear, we can target on them quite clear. So you give us this information and we combine data from different sources and different sources and make one big audience for these special individual buying persona. And then we can target on them. So the good thing is we can deliver very high content in the banners because we know who we are talking to. And of course, this is increasing clicks and conversions and doesn't bother your clients because they are not contacted with content which is not relevant to them. So this is one of the strategies of the prospecting strategies to get new clients to your website. First one. So these are the different kind of data we are going to buy or which we have collected on our own or which we collect through your website. Personal data like gender, age, religion, income, shopping data, recency of the last buy, frequency, how often he's coming back to buy, how often he's just window shopping, infos about product data, which products or product categories are the users interested in, interested data, search data, CRM data, all these information we combine to target on the right customers. Another very important strategy is the lookalike modeling. So we need to integrate pixels on your website in order to track your users and to learn from your users. And we use this information to look for statistical twins of your current buyers. So we have a very close look on who is on your website and who is currently buying your stuff. Based on this information and based on up to 400 different parameters, we are searching for statistical twins. And as bigger the overlap from the current users to the new users or to the lookalikes is, as more likely they are going to buy. We are working with an overlap of 70%, and we have, in terms of this, almost as good click and conversion rates as we have on retargeting. So this is a very strong channel, or very strong strategy in order to target new customers which haven't been on your website, but are very, very willing to buy and very in market for your products and categories. But as I mentioned, now we have, these were just prospecting strategies, so bringing new users to your website which haven't been here. The problem is 97 to 99%, it's depending on the conversion rate of your website, are leaving your site without any conversion. So we did a lot of work, we spent a lot of money in order to bring them to your website, and most of them we lose again because they don't have the money yet. It's middle of the month, they need to get their salary first before they buy. They are going to vacation, they are not here for the weekend, so they order maybe next week. So they are going for what reason? For whatever reason, they are going to leave your website. And we need to use strategies to bring them back again, of course. And I think all of you know them. It's retargeting or remarketing. That means people which have been on your site but left, or which are leaving without buying, are marked, and we find them again on other websites and bring them back to you. We take them by the hand and lead them to the checkout. That's how we make this complete data-driven approach successful. On the one hand, we bring new users to your site by using different kind of strategies. And on the other hand, we bring the users which are going to leave without buying back to your site and make them buy. That's what we do. So your benefit is, first of all, you're just paying CPO. So just if we sell something for you, you're going to pay a commission. Next thing is, we are not doing just performance advertising. We are also doing brand. We are working on the very high funnel, on the upper funnel, because we target people which haven't been to your site, which never been attracted by your products, which you never met before. So it's not only a performance campaign, even if it is in the core, but it's also a branding or awareness campaign. So we use many touch points to reach the right people, bring them to your site and bring them back if they don't going to buy. That's it. And all you have to do for this is integrate our pixels on your website. It's just a very pure pixel. We don't need to get any detailed information in the beginning. So we don't need information about product. We don't need the information about categories. We just need to know how deep they went in the website, and if they had something in the basket, if they did a conversion. We need some banners in several sizes, as you see here, one kind of skyscraper, medium rectangle, super banner, and half-page ad. And you need to accept us as a publisher on the CJ network. That's it. I can't hear you, I'm sorry. Anyway. So it's very easy to start with us. You can always do a trial with us. If you're not satisfied, you can just end the cooperation after a couple of time. But mostly, I think we will get some great results for you and have a very fruitful cooperation. That's it. Thank you very much.